Come on, Poe. Time for your midday walk, mate, eh?
Big C.
Come on, mate. We have a natural pond down here in this gully, but I've created a bigger one for the ducks. My son Yona has put a fence around it, and the digger dug it out, and they're very, very happy in here. The automatic feeder works, the duck goes on here, and it opens this up. Trouble is, the ducks aren't quite onto it, so I've had to put my hand in and take some feed out and sprinkle it down the bank to get them up here. I'm going to put a second feeder in later on today. Yeah, you'd like to get in there, wouldn't you, mate? So I put this up this morning for a bit of shelter for the sun, and place them to nest. Just a bit of plywood. They were naturally nesting in here, but something's come along and eaten the eggs, so I think it's probably a rat, but I don't know. So for now we're going to keep the eggs at home until we get a better solution for looking after the eggs. Poe's in guard mode. Someone's just gone up the driveway and she's like, who's that? Be hunting season soon, and Pace will be into it, won't you, Pace, eh? You good boy. Hey guys, I thought it was time I did a bit of a walk around the farm, show you what's been going on around here. Been a few changes in the last couple of months. I've been away. I did a personal challenge, a primitive challenge, which I brought to some of you guys. The rest is on my Patreon, and I've just been taking it a bit easy. My son and I smashed it with the fishing, so we've got plenty of fish. We've got plenty of beef because I shot one of Murray's cows, and we're knocking the odd duck over too, and that's pretty good chomping and chewing. Their eggs aren't too bad either for Tucker. Flat bottom floozy's made a really good shade spot for the sheep. My houseboat will be staying there until I get her all finished. Currently I'm working on the roof. We've now got Dot staying with us. She's parked up where I was going to build my log cabin, but the council regulations say that sleep outs have got to be within 20 metres of the house. And this place here is about 25, so we're not sure what we're doing. And Lizzie's staying in the boys' quarters here now. This pile of dirt and bits of timber we're going to burn is actually harbouring a few rabbits and rats, and the dogs have been dragging the old one out. I don't think Poe needs to go through that. Oh, she go underneath the gate, did she? Yeah. Okay. Come on, boy, come on. These are my neighbour's sheep, Murray. He's got a couple there, and they're right beside my paddock. That's Murray's paddock, and that's my paddock. And these guys here hang as close to my sheep, which are down there under the houseboat, because they're sort of social creatures, sheep like to herd together. We got a really good crop this year of apples. Our apples are organic. They've only been pruned, so they do have a bit of black spot, but we don't worry about that. So there's heaps for us. Pace, you're in Bigsy's box. Normally I give my dogs Possum, but I'm changing over to Chunky, just between the two. They're both as good as each other, although Possum's probably slightly better. I make Bigsy's into little squares because dogs can choke on dog roll. If they're a piggy dog or a gutsy dog, you want to cut it up. And of course my dogs aren't allowed to eat until I give them the command. So my command is my hands both up in the air, and when they come down, it's the word, I won't say it because I'll do it, but as soon as I drop my hand, you watch this. Stop! By learning to eat on command, it just gives me that much more control over them. Slow down, Bigsy. Slow down, mate. Slow down, you're going to choke on it. Pace is taken into his box and you just quietly chew on it as Poe will, and this guy here always walks it down too fast. Now you've vomited all back up again, haven't you? Because you ate too fast. Yeah, slow down, mate. Well, at least you get to enjoy it twice, I suppose. The beauty in this dog roll here is you don't have to put it in the fridge. You can keep it in the fridge if you want to, but you can also, this time of year, keep it outside. It lasts for weeks. Great for you hunters that are going away for a mission, and you're having the truck, and also if you haven't got a place for storing stuff. This stuff, it lasts for ages. I think probably it's been 15 years now I've been feeding my dogs Chunky and Possum, and they do okay on it. It's a premium dog tucker. It's actually called Superior Dog Roll, I think, or Superior Chunky. They changed the name a while ago because it is probably the best one on the market. Well, it's the best one I've found. You might have something better, but it also, you don't need to give them a huge amount. It goes a long way. Well, this is Super Duck. It's one duck that won't be going in the pot, eh, mate? I hand-reared this duck, and it lives in the pond at the house, which soon will be going. It's pretty murky, and we want to just take the whole lot out and clean it up. But in the meantime, Super Duck's staying here with Ducky. quite a different breed. In fact, not even a duck, actually a muscovite. I tried to put Super Duck down at our new pond, and she didn't want to go down there, and she tried to get out all the time. Eventually she ran all the way back to the house twice and come back up here. She doesn't want to be down there, she wants to be up here, so this is where she stays. She's probably here for a while. This is my little grove. It's a citrus grove. This is kefir, which is really good if you're making a Thai beef salad. These roses are likely close to 100 years old. They're a really old strain and they smell absolutely divine. And this is what I was making a rose hip out of for my dog Bruno. Great for dogs' joints. Again, another really old rose here. You can see all the new growth on this orange tree. This citrus grove has failed the last 3 years. This year's I've put a lot more water on it and it seems to do better, and also some phosphate and other nutrients in the soil. Finally getting a crop of lemons. And most of you will recognise what that is. I've got a few swan plants growing, and the trouble is the wasps. The wasps will wait till they're just about ready to turn to a chrysalis and they'll eat them. Many homes in New Zealand have feijoa trees and they're just such a really nice fruit. You either love them or hate them, really. I love them. These are like a little cherry guava. These are all fertile duck eggs. 37.5 degrees is what you want your duck eggs to be incubated at, and this is the incubator William gave us. As you can see, there's a cam on that wheel and it fits into here, and what it does is it turns and rolls the eggs over like this every half hour, simulating what the mother would do. There's water underneath here which keeps it moist so they don't dry out. Aging fish is something a lot of people don't do, but if you kill your fish properly you can do it. And these kahawai have been in here for 4 or 5 days. You can age them up to about 7 or 8 days, and the sashimi and this will be absolutely delicious. This is a mixture of soy sauce and honey. And this duck, each day I'm coming in here, I'm just basting it, and I'll keep it in here for probably 3 or 4 days. Put a coating on it each time. So that will be diamond scored and go into the oven, my new oven, and cooked up beautifully. It comes up really nice and golden, and the fat on duck's to die for. This is mullion. It grows wild and it's a really good tea. I'm keeping that in storage in the freezer. It's good if you get COVID, that. And I wanted to show you these steaks. So one of Murray's Highland cattle got a growth on it. It wasn't too healthy, and I shot it for him. And my son has butchered this up, and as you can see, the fat in these steaks is incredible. That's worm juice, and this old claw bath is our worm farm, and it's just perfect for it. It's actually got some wild lettuce growing in it. It's just self-seeded. I've been chomping on that, and I've got a mixture of stuff in here: sawdust, some hay, and this old rug. And if we get underneath here, you'll see the worms are quite prolific once we get down underneath this here. And I know a certain duck that just loves to have the old worms, so why don't we just treat old Super Duck to a couple of these morsels here. Well, there's plenty in this this rug here. There's a nice one. Get a few. There we go. Right, you come out now. Can you see that? See that in my hand? Yeah, can you see that? What do I put down there on the ground? When you get there we go. Now you're talking. Oh, you got it. Alright, now you got it. You're going to get that out of there, or is your beak not going to fit in there? The old worm's going to get away. You can't get your beak in there, you need to be a chicken, don't you? I'll get you a hand here. There we go, it's out now. You got it. There's the happy noises. This one doesn't wag its tail so much like my other one does when it's happy. Is that good, mate? Good. This is our Muscle Boy garden. I tried to grow watercress in here, but it failed, so I gave up on the idea. Sorrel has been a great plant, just getting it all the time. This is like planted 2 years ago, and we've got these wee spring onions we just keep chomping on. A few herbs, and down here I've got this amazing two. I've got the, I think that's the red, I think that's the yellow. These are going to be yams, and you harvest your yams apparently when the first frost comes, so we're waiting to harvest them. Down here in the drums I've got my seaweed, just like brewing away really nicely. That's one there. And here's another one too. Great plant food. Oh, this one's bubbling, and look at that. There's the sun. Nice and hot in there. It's doing its thing. The strawberries have been prolific this year. And my strawberry little grower here, it's basically, as you know, if you followed me, it's just the old railing gutter off the house. And we've had a huge amount off these guys. Bit of water each day, doesn't take much. A bit of fert. Mostly I just give them a bit of chicken poo, a bit of seaweed. I've just done a harvest, so there's nothing much on there right now, but these guys continually keep on giving us tucker. This mandarin tree just keeps on producing and producing and producing. We've harvested most of the crop. You can see all the new ones coming through. A few old ones left, but it's an amazing tree for giving us such a lot of fruit. And I feed it on potash because my mate Ross said that's what you give them, and that's what we do. My favourite plant, wasabis, and they like to grow really in full shade. And here's my nursery here, and here's my plants that are mature. The solar panel is what keeps the water circulating. The water goes up the pipe and comes down from the mussel buoy. And I put a few nutrients in that water and it continually circulates and keeps these plants going, and they're doing really well. These are from cuttings. And that is the rising, and that is the most valuable part of the plant, although you can eat the leaves, but that there goes for $250 per kg, and it's delicious with fish. Really good. I want to show you what's happening in my glass house. Capsicums, but this down here, here's my pride and joy. This here is wasabi that I've seeded. Something's had a chomp on that plant. Here's another wasabi here. Wasabi are incredibly difficult to seed. Hiding behind this black passion fruit plant is my other crop of wasabi. This is what a really healthy crop of wasabi looks like. They get this kind of purple look at the base of the plant. I don't know if you can see that, possibly not. And you can see there's eggshell in there because I put a lot of eggs in there because these plants love sulphur. These guys are going really well. They're smashing it out. They really are. And it's a perfect environment in here. Lots of coffee grounds, chicken poo, sheep poo, seaweed, eggs, eggshell, you name it's all in here, and they're going so well. And we eat the leaves of these as well in our salads. Delicious. I'm not an expert on growing tomatoes, but one thing I know about them is I like them, and I like to have them with my bacon and eggs fried up. They're really good. That's a pine tree that fell down on, crushed my fence, and my son saw that up because he's a good man. And the compost heap gave us a surprise this year. There's our 5-bait compost heap we built out of recycled timber. It gave us these. I think it's kami, but I don't know. We've harvested a few and we're going to make like a pumpkin soup out of them. Still a few growing. I'm not sure whether to harvest them when they're that colour or to wait till they go yellow, because I just don't know. I've never grown them before. These guys were self-seeded. But I'm going to take this little one here now because I reckon it'll be good chomping. And we might make that into like a pumpkin soup. This plant here is just a pain in the ass, but one thing it does offer, and that's in the chicken house here. If we can get the door open. Come on, open you bastard. There we go. Is it offers shade in the summer. It's completely covered the net, as you can see. Like this. But it's made a cool place when it's really hot. And the chickens, today's cooler, but the chickens on hot days have come up here and they've all hung up here. Thank you, ladies. You can see that my chickens have free range. Like, that's their whole paddock right down to there. They got plenty of space. That's the original chicken coop when I first started renting the old farmhouse here 15 years ago. But they use the one at the top now. I want to show you what I've got down here. Under this bush there's a cattle beast head. You can see it there, and the chickens will peck all the maggots that come off that there. Eventually it'll be completely gone, just be a skull. So they've got that there for a protein hit. The treehouse up here has got a beehive on it. It's a bloody awesome life living in the country, I won't lie. It's hard work, you've got a lot of things to do every day to keep on top of stuff. It's a full-time job, and there's always something new that you could do. Like, one thing I've thought about is this canopy here of native bush. I mean, this is one of the main reasons I really wanted to buy this place, because I love native bush and I love bird life, native birds, and I've been renting this place for so long. The opportunity to come up to buy it, man, I was really, really excited. So what you can see here is I've got a couple of mussel buoys cut in half. I'm going to stagger them all the way down. I'm going to work out a way to pump water back to the top. You're thinking what I'm thinking? Well, you know I love my wasabi because I like my fish and I like something that's a bit different. Sometimes you get these kind of little things that you just, something about them you love. It's like some people are pig hunters, some are deer stalkers, some just chase after tar. Same with gardening. Some like to grow wasabi, others like to grow the old electrical broccoli. Some like to grow everything. But for me, I reckon this here is a good idea, and I could stagger them all the way down. They wash up on the beach, the mussel buoys. You cut them in half, and that there, filled with gravel, water pumped back to the top again, would make an awesome setup for growing wasabi, because wasabi likes 100% shade And that's exactly what we've got under here. Anyway, my tree hut, which we built for my daughter Dayla, has been taken over with bees. Hundreds and hundreds of bees. You can see around that window up there, I don't know if you can. And bees are good because they pollinate stuff, but they're not good when they get into timber and stuff. But I'm sure that the ones that like that can get disease amongst them. But I just don't know anything about bees. Ideally, I'd like someone to come out here and shift them into a place that we could control them a bit more. I think I've finally reached that age where I have a favourite chair. Any of you guys have a father that has his favourite chair no one else is allowed to sit in? It's a bit funny really, isn't it? You become an old fuddy-duddy. But I love my chair for a number of reasons. It's big enough to sit down and grab a laptop and do a bit of work, make a video like this. And I've also got my old mate here. This is the Tara I got last year. And on that note, it's the raw right now. He wasn't a trophy, that's his head there. But the guy that tanned it, Ross Turner at Turner's Tannery, he did a brilliant job of this. And it's just so nice. It's really like, oh, it smells good. He's just done a perfect job. So if you're out knocking animals over right now, you see an animal that's got a nice paint job on the coat. Might be a goat, might be a chamois. Probably this time of the year you wait a bit longer for that, or for a tar you might wait another month or two. But if you see something that's really got a good winter coat or an interesting colour and you want to get it tanned, check out Turner's Tannery in Christchurch. He charged me for this, and this included the freight, $375 all up, and that included the freight, and I thought that was very reasonable. A lot of work, and it's the first time I've ever paid to have one done. Normally I'll do it myself, but let's face it, you can't beat someone who's professional. And this year I might try and have another crack at one of these guys. And I'm not a trophy hunter, but the meat off this one here was delicious, and it was good fun. Anyway, hope your own hunting's going well, and fishing right now, of course, is still going off around here in the Tasman Bay. And I just wanted to bring you guys a video, update what's going on around the farm. There's a lot more happening, but I've got to carry on with work this morning. I just want to take time to show you a little bit of the garden and the animals that's going on. And we'll be bringing you later on a lot more of the new people that are around right now. There's quite a few new characters that have popped up. Today's the first quiet day I've had where there's only me and my son here. That's really about it for this video. Be good, can't be good, be careful, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.
He's a filthy mangy mutt, rolls and rotten guts. Still we call dog a man's best friend. Well, she's no pedigree, she likes to drink where people poo and wee. Still we call dog a man's best friend. He dropped the turd on mother's roses, chewed father's garden hoses. Still we call dog a man's best friend.
Go on.
She came from the poor side of town. He came from the bloody pound, from the bloody pound. On sheep shit, he likes to munch, then he'll spew it up and eat it for lunch. Still we call dog a man's best friend. He'll lick his bum and clean himself, then come and kiss you on the mouth. Still we call dog a man's best friend. When he wants to come inside and you let him in, you can guarantee that he'll wanna go outside again.